Like Silent Hill 2 is like baby's first Silent Hill. You said, well, everyone says it's fun with a friend, and that's literally it.
People who talking about they like Resident Evil 5, you're wrong. That game is terrible. It's ass. It's garbage. It's doo-doo. It's that stuff that comes out of your butthole. It's shit. Number 2, it is a garbage game. Stop buying video games on day one. Stop buying them on day one launch, because these games are most likely buggy as all hell.
Rockstar does the same thing where you can, like, Steam, you purchase something on Steam, and then you try to open it, and it's like, oh no, you need this other third-party launcher. And it's like, what? And earlier, in Resident Evil 1, where Chris laughs at Wesker, and Wesker's like, Chris, stop it!
Joined by the illustrious, smart, and laid-back Kelsey Fearless.
What is up, people?
I hope everyone's doing well today. Welcome to episode 15 of the Hot Takes Podcast.
Episode 15.
Yeah, I can't believe
Here we are, Ken.
I can't believe we are here. But episode
That's what I'm saying.
15 of the Hot Takes Podcast. I am your co-host, Mr. Kennedy. Your very tired, friendly neighborhood beer bro. And I am joined by once again by the beautiful, illustrious, smart, and laid back Kelsey Fearless.
Oh, great to see you, Ken. Great to be here. Hello, everyone. 15.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems like it's kind of blowing by quickly. Like, these 2 weeks go by.
It really does.
Like, really fast.
Like, episode Ken was last week, right? Like, time's going by too fast, Ken. Episode Ken was last week.
Episode Kel 11 here, you know?
Oh, yeah, Kel 11, yes.
You know, but how's your day going so far?
Oh, it's going pretty good, Ken. It's going pretty good. Just got so much stuff to do. How about you? But, you know, this is my favorite thing to do.
I'm just glad to be at the end of the week. Like, it's like I said, we have the Halloween Horror Nights, and everybody is having Halloween parties.
Oh.
And, you know, turning their houses into haunted mansions and stuff for money. You know, for prize money and stuff. You know, so other than that, I'm pretty good, you know. Just coasting on by. We got a lot for y'all today. We got a lot for y'all today. And we're going to start off with some video game news, because I know a lot of people would be excited about this type of thing. We got a few upcoming games, at least that I'm looking forward to, more often than not. You guys remember the Tomb Raider remaster that they had, Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3? Well, now they're doing 4, 5, and 6 now for next year. February. Really? So that includes Lost Revelations, that includes Chronicles, and that includes probably the worst Tomb Raider game in existence, Angel of Darkness.
Why is it bad? What's wrong with it? Did you see the show that just came out? Have you watched the Netflix series that just came out?
I caught the first episode, and I'm definitely going to sit down and watch it on Netflix.
Watch it? It looked cool. I only saw the a news thing, so I only saw photos of it, but it looks good. It looks nice. It reminds me of Avatar. The style. Like, the art style really reminds me of Avatar, like The Last Airbender.
Yeah, you know what? What a great cartoon, man.
Yeah.
What a great cartoon.
Yeah, so good.
But they're going to be remastering these 3 games the way that they did the original 1, 2, and 3, and they'll be coming out February 25th of next year. So if you want to get your hands on that, go ahead and do what you got to do. Also, we have, which I didn't even know if we had it or not, but Red Dead Redemption is coming to PC. Now,
finally.
Now, I could have sworn that Red Dead Redemption was already on the PC.
Nope.
But they're remastering the graphics, and they're bringing all of that stuff. I mean, I know it's like, what, 10 years later?
Yeah, I know.
Game over.
Well, frig, how long have been people asking for Bloodborne to be on PC?
Oh my God, I wish. I don't know what the
hell
is
everyone
going on
keeps
there.
telling me to play Bloodborne. And I'm like, well, gotta go dust off the old PlayStation then.
Damn, like I never understood why people do that. But it is coming along with Undead Nightmare, and it's going to be updated graphics. It's going to have 4K resolution. It's going to have ultra wide monitor support and HDR10. So I'm going to definitely check that out. Holy crap.
Yeah, everything's getting ported.
Yeah.
Everything's getting ported. Igor in chat said The Last of Us, Until Dawn, and Red Dead Redemption. Huh.
Yeah, sounds funny to me. If you're looking forward to getting this game, it's coming out on October 29th in one bundle. So look forward to that.
Oh, they're selling all of them. And then in a couple, in like a year or so, you'll get a bundle with all of them.
Yeah, 14 years later. But I guess better late than never.
Yeah.
Also, one more thing here, because this is one that caught my attention, and I just want to throw this in here. If you are a fan of arcade style games, they just made a Halloween arcade side scroller and an Evil Dead side scroller. So if you guys like the if you like like Double Dragon style and stuff like that, like beat 'em ups, they got one with Halloween where you play as Michael Myers. And
I saw that.
Your mission is to, because the Reaper is holding the gravestone of your mother, and you have to go through 10 levels and slaughter as many innocent people.
Which is so dark.
And I'm like, oh
my
God.
The gravestone of your mother, Mike Myers' mother, like that is, yeah.
And I was like, and you get to fight like some of the characters from the series, like Laurie Strode and Dr. Loomis and all that stuff. And I'm like, this is so cool, man. And then they got Evil Dead style in the same style. So if you guys want to check that out, those are quick, easy games. I think it looks pretty cool, and it's made by Retro Realms.
Retro Realms. It looks cool. I like the little pixel style. Like, did you ever play Hotline Miami?
No, I never played that one.
Oh. Really? I'm amazed. Hotline Miami is so fun. You did your okay, yeah, it's so fun.
I gotta check that out.
Yes, it's fast paced. It's a bullet hell. Yeah, but it's so fun, and the aesthetic and the music is so good. Like the entire time you're playing it, like you're just bumping to it. It's so good. Like if you just want like a fun game to just get your spirits up and get you energized, like Hotline Miami is so good.
I gotta check that out, because I mean that sounds like a lot of fun. I love games that. It is. It's like nostalgia for me. And this game I think this game already came out. It came out on the 18th, so it came out 2 days ago.
Ooh, that wasn't bad.
And it's on all the consoles. It's on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. It's not on PS4. Sorry, PS4 fans.
Yeah. It's not on PS4. That's going to start soon, isn't it?
It probably will.
I feel like that's going to start soon. Yeah.
The funny thing is, like the Tomb Raider games that I just mentioned, those are only for PS5 and PS4. I would be stunned. If they didn't put it on PC. Not that I'm clamoring to play Angel of Darkness anyways, because that game sucks. The graphics are...
Yeah, wait, what was wrong with it? Sorry?
The graphics are garbage. I mean, it's one of those games that it was too early for what they were trying to do graphics wise.
Oh.
So the graphics were bad. The story sucks. They tried to humanize Laura, even though she's a human anyways. Yeah, they try to give her,
she's already a human.
Yeah, they try to give her a love interest that, you have to play as and stuff. And I'm just like, it's got a lot of bugs. It's got a lot of glitches and stuff in it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I hate that fucking game, man. That's like the Resident Evil 5 of the Tomb Raider games.
The row, is it?
Yeah, it's...
Well, but like, are the rest good? Because that's a pretty good track record then if the rest are all right.
Lost Revelations and Chronicles, they're definitely good games. They came out on the original PlayStation, just like 1, 2, and 3 came out. So it's in that graphic style. It's just two different games. I never finished Chronicles. I got halfway through it, because I rented it from Blockbuster.
Ooh, I miss renting games.
Yeah, movie gallery and all of that stuff that we used to have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely look forward to playing those. You know, so I'm glad that they're bringing these games back to the forefront. But I am getting kind of concerned because we both know that they're creatively bankrupt.
Yeah. Oh, exactly, right?
What the heck is that? Is that
that's here. I'm sorry.
Is that Michael Myers
It's
outside?
my windows being washed.
Is that Michael
I'm
Myers?
so sorry. It's my windows being washed.
Michael Myers scratching at the window out there?
Yes.
You know, but anyways, let's move on though. Now this is funny though, because this is something that we already knew. Anybody that's been a fan of Bethesda, we know how these guys operate. It's just funny when they're in on the joke with us, like they're breaking the fourth wall here, so to speak.
Yeah.
Is a story from it says Skyrim's lead designer admits Bethesda's games lack polish, but some point have to release a game if you even have, well, what the heck, if you even have a list of 700 known bugs. Wow.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you know, I'll read a little bit of it. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm no fortune teller. This is what this person says. I'm no fortune teller, but I can already pretty much guarantee a few of the features you'll find in the Elder Scrolls 6. First up, picking up any item or any surface will cause every item surrounding to levitate. So, wait a minute. Hold on. Elder Scrolls 6 isn't even out yet, and they already talking about bugs that are in the game.
Right? Not even out yet.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying.
It says second,
That's what I'm saying.
It says your companion will at some point jump scare you by offering you some trash in the middle of a battle.
Oh my gosh, right? Like they just come out of nowhere. That actually happens. Like the NPC jump scare, it reminds me of Pathologic 2. Like there's certain parts where a messenger is going to spawn and run at you, right? But I can be way out in the wilderness at the very end of the map, like collecting herbs to make into potions. And then all you see is like this child character like running, and they're like just out of nowhere, and you're like, where did you come from?
Oh my God, man. That's ridiculous. And then they have a third one where land swimming.
Land swimming, I've seen that.
Oh my God, man! Like, in all seriousness, I know this is a joke. I mean, they're joking and stuff, but come on, man! Like there's no excuse for this. There is no excuse. The game isn't even out yet. Fix your damn games. Like,
man, what they need to do is they need to make a new game engine. Like Starfield, like a huge part of Starfield flopping was definitely let me turn this off again. Was definitely had to do with the fact that they're still using the same engine from since Oblivion.
Yeah, that's what it says here. Oblivion.
Yeah.
What was that like? That was 2009. I don't remember what year that came
Yeah, it's
out.
gonna say like a long time ago. Yeah, a long time ago, and so they're still using the same engine now, and it's ugly. It's broken. They've tried to put too many things. Like eventually, you have to. It reminds me of like frictional games. They made the Amnesia games, right? And they did the HPL engine. But they've remade it 3 times. They've rebuilt it, right? And oh God, yeah, it's just like yes, I have Starfield just like totally flopped. But it's just, back in the day, when Bethesda was making, it was funny. It was funny. Okay, I will say that. It was funny back in the day. And again, like in 2009, you could really forgive open worlds being buggy and just like not polished, right? Like, we could forgive that. It was a jank game. We're okay. But now, when you're trying to serve us this game, and yeah,
Yeah, there's no excuse. I mean, we're going on 2025, and we got these engines that go way beyond, you know, and they're still pushing the same bullshit, man. And it's like people forgave Skyrim because that's a very popular game even to this day, and they milked the shit out of that game. They put that game on everything you could possibly think of. It's time for a change. It's time for a change. Enough with the bullshit. Fix your stuff. Build a new engine and then give us Elder Scrolls 6. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It makes no sense that they already got these damn glitches.
No, it's so janky. And it's just like, at this point, it's not an excuse. It was funny, and they leaned into it, but now, it's like, okay, like, you can't joke away a shitty product like, Starfield was shitty, but everything else, it was like, okay, it's janky, but it's a good product, right? Like, it's fun. And then Starfield was not fun. So I think that was a big issue. Starfield was not fun.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, like, it's like you can't expect people to pay $70 for a glitched up piece of shit and just smile your way through it.
Exactly.
You gotta straighten up. Anyways, though, so at least they're admitting that, but they got time to fix this stuff. So hopefully when we get the finished product, it won't be a steaming pile of bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Now we got a really bad story here. This pissed me off when you sent it to me. Namco Bandai and their bullshit business practices and their poor treatment of their employees.
Yeah.
It says that 200 Bandai Namco, I keep trying to combine them. Bandai Namco employees reportedly moved into expulsion rooms designed to bore them into quitting, though the company maintains its innocence. So this company is pretty much trying to force their employees to quit by putting them in these rooms, like forcing them to go into these rooms and work ungodly hours.
Doing stupid stuff. Yeah, it's how it works in Japan. You don't get fired, you get put in a really small room where you just lick stamps and envelopes all day.
Yeah, it's like,
just so that, everyone maintains their honor in their face, right? Like, you're being fired, so go look for another job, and then everyone can just bow out. There is no damn honor in that. It sounds like a concentration camp to me. You putting people in these rooms, and that's what killed. People don't know this, but that's what killed Sega. That's what killed Sega in Japan. I don't think a lot of people know this, but Sega was caught doing this. Sega was caught doing this practice, and that killed them in Japan. A lot of people don't know that. Which was something interesting that I learned from reading into this, is that was like, it's a shitty practice, obviously, but I guess that's what killed Sega in Japan. They got caught out, so Bandai Namco might get fucked from this.
Well, I mean, the fact that, with the whole thing, Sega was just a mess at the end anyways. All the hardware they were trying to push, plus the practices that they were doing, that's what took them down. But that's a conversation for another day. But
yeah, exactly.
The fact that they're even doing this because they don't want to fire people and they want to save face, that's bullshit. These are human beings that we're talking about.
Yep.
And I couldn't work for no place like that, because I'm the nicest guy you ever met. But if you try that bullshit with me, I'm turning into the freaking, I'm turning into a monster. I'm like, hell no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tear through, man.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah, it's very interesting, right? Because we're an individualist society, right? And they are collectivist. So what's the saying? The nail that sticks up gets hammered down, I believe is the saying, right? So like, yeah, everyone's individual in their own lives, but like in a collectivist society, yeah, like everyone does everything and puts on a smiley face and everything's fine, you know?
yeah. I mean,
Kind of whack.
Konami did some bullshit like this before too. Like, I mean, they were just as bad, like putting cameras over all of their employees' desks and watching everything that they did. They weren't allowed to talk about anything that was going on with the company and stuff. And it's disgusting. It says approximately 200 out of 1,300 employees were sent to expulsion rooms, also known as Oideshi Beya. I guess that's how you pronounce it. It says an unsavory practice where they're put in these extremely strict rooms where they just get bored to death. I guess they play Twilight all day and just drive these people nuts.
Yep.
You know, but
so that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting to see how everyone else thinks of that.
Yeah, it says already 100 people had already resigned, which I don't blame them for that shit. You know, but holy crap, dude! Like, how the hell are they even able to get away with bullshit like that?
Because it's a collectivist society. Reporting things is sticking out. Like, you wouldn't do that. It's collectivist. You wouldn't do that. You would do nothing to harm your company. So even if they're doing that to you, you don't do that. It's wrong to do. Like, that's the idea. That's how it works, right? Like, it's collectivist, not individualistic. So even though a person's suffering, they're not going to report it. They're not going to shit talk. They're not going to do any of that because they are hurting their own company and they don't want that. Whereas here, someone else would be like, see, and that's because we are raised in an individualistic society, right? Where we have the choice to be like, yeah, fuck you and leave. Whereas there's a system in place there where you don't want to cause trouble for them. You don't want to look bad for yourself. Like, it's just collectivism. It's an interesting subject. Collectivist societies are very interesting. And yeah, it's for working for the group for the greater good. Here we don't have it, right? Here's fuck you, got mine. We work in fuck you, got mine over here, right? So
for me,
that's why it's different.
I don't give a flying GGD, we'll say that, GGD about any of that bullshit. You should not be treating your people, especially the people that work hard for you and they bring your products to life. That is extremely ungrateful to me. And you deserve a huge middle finger, 2 of them to your damn face, 4 of them if you count Kelsey's. You know, screw y'all, man. Bandai Namco. That's bullshit, man. I hope they all quit. From one bullshit tactic to another. You know, it seems like we need to rename this show the Microsoft Hour, because every single show we got something bad to say about Microsoft and their stupid bullshit.
That's what I'm saying.
Microsoft, they pulled a fast one, a dirty one. They pulled this $1 Xbox Game Pass trial just days before Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is about to be released on the 25th. It says that it was removed back on October 8th, preventing people from signing up for a trial and playing through the Black Ops 6 campaign without actually having to pay for the full month of Game Pass. Now, I see what they were trying to do there. They want you to buy. They want you to buy the full game. They don't want you to play the game and have access to it. They want you to buy the pass so that you can play it.
Yep.
Now, I get it. You know, because a lot of people, they sign up for the trial, and then when they play the game, then when it's done, it's done. So exactly. They're not really getting any money from it. But what a dirty damn thing to do, man. That's
what I'm saying.
You know,
it is dirty.
The whole point of having a trial It's so that people can test out your product to see if it's something that they like. I equate it to demo discs like we used to have back in the day. You know? But the fact that they're pulling this stuff, I don't think people are going to want to sign up for this stuff after BS like that.
No, like, I get it, like, trial versions, you know, like, you buy trial versions or whatever, but it's just like, why wouldn't you just, like, to me, it doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't you do that when you could have just put it up to a higher tier?
Yeah.
Right? Like, why not make the day one releases? I thought they did that, though. I don't remember, but I thought why don't they just make the day one releases just, like, locked to a high tier without trial? So that, you know, rather than having to pull it and be shifty, like, just work in the cost.
Or do it. I don't know if Sony still does it, but they have like the timed
releases.
Yeah, the time releases where you have a certain time to play it, and then, you know, if you beat it or if you like the game, you can decide if you want to buy it or not. But don't just pull a trial, because that just screws everybody. Because if you're someone that never had an Xbox before, and you're like, I want to check out their Game Pass, I want to see if it's anything different from the PS Plus, you should have the chance to do that. And this is not the first time that they did that, because they did that a couple of days before Starfield came out.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, just work, like, it's just bad business practice too. Just work the cost into the higher tier. Like, the cost of your, like, that's the problem, is your price should already have the cost of the product worked into it before you sell it, right? So like, it's just scummy to take away that, like, it's just scummy practice, you know, and it's blatant. Like, you really should just have the cost worked in. I don't know why they don't just put it to another tier, because it's clearly unsustainable. Like, I know Microsoft they're so ready to get rid of the Xbox. Like, everything they're doing here, like, they're so ready to get. I think within the next 2 years, we're going to hear that there's not going to be a new Xbox. I bet you anything, we're going to have a streaming box. Like what Nvidia did. Nvidia used to do GeForce Now. I don't know if they still do, but you used to be able to stream games to your Android box from their servers. There was trial version stuff, but yeah, Microsoft isn't smart.
I don't know what they plan on doing, but this is definitely not helping them. It's definitely gonna piss some people off, because they already upped the prices on all of these subscriptions to begin with. So to have like a trial.
Yeah, didn't they just up it too?
Yeah, they upped the prices on that. PlayStation upped their prices along with every other streaming service out here. Like, even Netflix is $15 now. And that's for the standard.
Interesting.
Luckily, I get that free through T-Mobile.
Hell yeah. I just steal it.
You know, so. But yeah, just, I don't know. Like, I don't know what Xbox is doing. I don't know what Microsoft is doing. They bought Blizzard. Have they done any damn thing with Blizzard since they merged with them? Anything? Somebody throw me something. You talk about a waste of money. You know, it's just.
When did they acquire?
I mean, they merged with Blizzard like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I haven't heard.
You haven't heard of that?
No, I'm trying to think if there's anything like.
Nothing. They didn't do nothing. Goose egg. Nada.
No, I'm trying to think. No, I don't think they did. And if they did, it was probably some fucking mobile shit.
And I think they spent like, you know, like a couple of mil just to buy that company.
Interesting.
StarCraft
Interesting.
Emulated nostalgia says StarCraft remastered and Diablo 4. Whoop-de-fucking do.
D4, nice. Yeah, whoop-de-fucking do, indeed. D4, nice.
I like Diablo, but not, I mean, come on. Is that the best that they could do, is those two games? Like, come on. A game that flopped already, which was Starfield, and now you got, Diablo 4. Oh, crap about that stuff, man. It's like a good meal worth spent, well spent. We're still on the subject of Microsoft, but we're gonna move on because I know that you touched on it. It says Xbox will soon let players buy games directly from its Android app following the Google antitrust ruling. Huzzah!
Yep.
It says Xbox President Sarah Bond announced that players will soon be able to play and purchase Xbox games directly from the Xbox app on Android. Holy crap. It says the announcement...
Wait, but they can play it.
Yeah, they can.
Is that what they mean when they say they can play it? Interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
That's what it says. It says they'll be able to play and purchase. So it won't be like the streaming service like they have, like where you got to have the cloud, because I used to have that where you had to have the Xbox on to where I can get into it on PC or mobile. But now you'll be able to just buy it. Excuse me, you'll be able to buy it from the actual app itself and play it, which I think that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, yeah. That is, especially if you see, and that's what I'm saying, right? Like, you can play it on your phone, but what else uses Android that can also play games? An Android box.
Yeah, Android boxes.
We're getting an Android-based Xbox soon. I would bet you anything.
Yeah, we'll have to...
Wait, no, we wouldn't.
We'll have to see.
Never mind. Yeah, we'll have to see. We're going to get it cloud-based. We sure are. Like, look at that. I know it was an antitrust ruling, but being able to play it, though, what does that mean? Like, can you actually stream it from your phone? What do they mean by actually play it?
Yeah, they didn't actually elaborate on it. It just says that, that you'll be able to play. So I'm guessing that when you buy it, you'll just be able to play it on your whatever preferred console you have, or tablet, which would be pretty cool for someone.
Interesting.
If you can't afford to buy an Xbox One or PS5, I think that avenues like this would be cool for someone who can't afford a console. But it's Microsoft.
Yeah.
Like, Microsoft will screw up.
They're gonna nickel and dime you to death.
Yeah, Microsoft will screw up anything.
Yep.
It's like, Microsoft is like the Steve Urkel of video games. They screw up every damn thing.
Steve Urkel. The Mr. Magoo, though. More so like the Mr. Magoo, I would say.
And it's just, we'll just have to see how this is going to work, because I'm guessing they're going to get rid of the cloud-based thing that they have. Because like I said before, when I had my Xbox One and Xbox Series X, I would have to leave the console on in order to be able to pick up from the game that I'm playing. So if I was playing Resident Evil 2 on the console, so when I was playing Resident Evil 2, like if I'm sitting at work or something like that, or I don't feel like sitting in front of the TV, if I have the Xbox app, I can pull up the game, that way.
Interesting. But it still has to be on. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm guessing this is going to be its own separate entity.
Yeah, it's got to be. They're moving towards cloud gaming so hard. Like, they really want to get into cloud gaming here.
Yeah, I wouldn't really blame them there. It would save them on hardware sales.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Nobody's buying that stuff anyways. I mean, the hardware sales are down. I mean, they are down. It's almost embarrassing.
Who wants an Xbox? Who wants an Xbox? It's like when they pulled out Xbox, there was like rumors that Xbox was going to pull out of the Middle East because no one buys it, right? Like, there's so many regions where like PlayStation,
But all companies, all hardware, I mean, they're significantly down. Even the PlayStation.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
But who wants to pay $900 Canadian for the PS5 Pro, and then God knows how much a regular PS5 still is. And the PS5 also suffered because of scalpers, right?
Yeah, people are buying them up.
It was really difficult to get it.
They're buying them up just like with everything, and they're selling it for ungodly prices on, I was about to say Uber, eBay.
Yep.
And Amazon, and it's just like, man, like all this is just screws us over. It just makes things more difficult. Yep. So that's where I see things like this, being able to buy the games off streaming services. I guess that's another avenue if you can't afford that, because I am not buying a PS5. I'm not buying no PS5. Nope. I bought the Xbox Series X, but I got that half off because I still had the Xbox One. So I went to GameStop, and that was funny. They gave me $350 off the Xbox Series X.
Really?
And I bought it for like
that's legit.
So I bought it for like less than half. So I was like, all right, let me pick it up.
Yeah, that's not bad then.
And I'll say this, and then I'll move on. The Xbox console, it's not a bad console. Like, I really enjoyed because I had like 3 of them. I had the Xbox 360, which was a great console. I had the Xbox One, which was a great console. And I had the Series X, which was a great console. It was just limited when it came to certain things. Like I talked about this before. The audio and stuff that I got now, and the Stream Deck and my mic, I couldn't connect to the Xbox. Like the USB port. Oh. The USB port is not plug and play, so you can't plug a microphone USB.
Really?
Yeah.
You have to use theirs?
No, it's just it doesn't work. Like the only thing that USB port is for on the Xbox is to plug in your controller to charge it, or if you want to charge your phone. But you can't just
interesting. You can't charge your phone.
Yeah, you can't just plug a microphone, like USB into the thing, and it's not going to work. So I couldn't connect any of this stuff to it, like the soundboard or any of that stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to get a PC, call it a day.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? And now that like all PlayStation, like obviously all Xbox games are going to come to PC because it's Microsoft, and now we're getting all the PlayStation exclusives are going on PC. So what's the point?
Yeah.
You're actually hurting yourself. You're actually hurting yourself heavily now by getting an Xbox, I feel like.
Well, Microsoft is double dipping. You got the PC. Yeah. Like, even though, PC has gone down in the past couple of years, like PC is still king. Like I would be focusing solely on that. Put all the Microsoft, like you said, all the Microsoft games on PC, and just call it a day. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I would do? Just make the next Xbox, just make it a Microsoft Windows thing.
Make it like a Windows phone.
Like a Windows.
Oh, the Windows phone.
Like a Windows console. You know what I mean? Like you turn it on and it boots up and you get the Windows thing, and it's like another computer.
So you mean a PC?
Yeah.
A PC with a Windows OS in it.
Yeah.
So a PC, we've already invented that, Ken. Microsoft did it before the Xbox.
Shoot.
You're describing a PC.
They might as well. Like, they might as well do that.
Well, you know what they should make? Dumb computers. Like, you can say all day that they've dumbed down computers, but they should make a dumb computer. The way they make dumb phones, where it's like that. It's like a gaming PC, but that's all it is.
Hey, I'd buy it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Shoot, I would a dumb computer that's only for games.
Yeah, actually I would. I'd have an extra PC for my bedroom, yeah.
Exactly. Like I would do something like that, but
funny.
But yeah.
Funny.
So that's it on Microsoft. Now we move into Game Freak and Ubisoft, together, because it's all the same thing. You guys are already aware of the data leaks that they have at these big companies. And it's crazy when a company actually admits and acknowledges that they know about this stuff and they're not doing anything about it.
Yep.
And that's when we're talking.
EA.
And that's what we're talking about when it comes to Game Freak. It says Game Freak acknowledges the massive Pokemon, as they like. That's the way it actually is pronounced.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I hated it when people pronounced it like that. I used to hate that. They used to drive me up. When I was a kid, it's not Pokemon. It's Pokemon.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways, though, it says they acknowledge the massive Pokemon data breach as employee info appears online. So they already know that your data is being leaked, and they're not doing anything about it. They're like Officer Bar Brady. There's nothing to see here.
Officer Bar Brady, yeah.
It's insane. It says it is acknowledged unauthorized access by a third party, which means it's said to have resulted in the personal information of current, former, and contract employees of the developer appearing online. Other content related to the company and the Pokemon franchise was also stolen and being circulated online. However, this content isn't referenced in the Game Freak statement. It says, according to the statement, full names, addresses, email addresses, and phone numbers are part of the compromised data. Game Freak said that it will contact affected employees where it can, meaning they're not going to do shit.
Yeah. She's not going to do shit.
They're not going to do nothing, man.
Real? No.
It's like this is a statement from them. Those who cannot be contacted individually due to retirement or other reasons will be notified in the statement, and a contacted person will be set up to respond to inquiries regarding this matter. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience and concern this may have caused all of you. Nowhere.
We're sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry. You know the BP oil spill from South Park? Yeah. We're sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry. That's what I think about every time something like this happens.
Oh,
sorry.
Man. Yeah, I remember that. Damn, I forgot all about that episode, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So they already they know that this is going on, and they're not going to do anything about it. And this is why, this is what's happening with this stuff. This is why anything that's digital, anything like your phone, your computer, even your consoles, they all got your data, folks. At any time, somebody can hack into the system and steal your stuff, and they claim that it's to help the user experience. But they sell your data. EA. Like, you guys got to read.
Like with EA.
Yeah, you got to read the fine print. They sell your information. It's right. It's right there at the bottom of the page. They don't even try to hide it no more.
No, they're not allowed to.
And Ubisoft.
They're not allowed to.
Ubisoft is the same thing with these guys. They're going through the same thing, but they're getting sued for it.
Yeah.
It says lawsuit alleges it illegally shared Ubisoft's data. I'm sorry, brain freeze. It says Ubisoft lawsuit alleges it illegally shared Ubisoft store customer data with Meta, which is Facebook.
Wild.
So illegally, they're taking people's information from their games and from their services, and they're sharing it with other companies and conglomerates, as you want to call it. So now they're facing a potential class action lawsuit. That is insane. As if Ubisoft doesn't have enough bullshit that's going on in that company.
Right. Right? As if the company isn't like already dying.
Yeah, it's dying a slow death, you know. But the thing is, yeah, everybody's doing. Even Steam is doing that. Don't think for 1 second that Steam is not selling y'all's information either.
No.
You know, they all doing it.
Oh yeah, the minute Steam goes public, it's over. Hopefully it won't, but you know.
And it's just insane, and they're blaming it on these loopholes and all this stuff that it's really no excuse. I'm like, you know, with as much money as these companies have, minus Ubisoft, because they ain't got a pot to piss in, but you know, they should have better services and stuff. Like, come on, man, I'm not buying that. They're selling it on purpose. They know. Freaking, oh, somebody hacked into that shit. No, they're selling it.
Yeah, it's actually wild. But then on the other side, you have EA, who had that leak, and everyone got banned because all their accounts were like compromised, and they didn't say shit about it.
Yeah, eternal assholes. They
didn't say shit about it.
They just swept it under the rug. They didn't tell anybody why they were being banned. You didn't. I mean, they could have at least here's a discount on something, or here's something for your trouble. They didn't even acknowledge it. They didn't even talk about it. It's just like, whatever. Because
it opens them up to a huge lawsuit, right?
Yeah, and that's bullshit though, because y'all got banned for no reason. For no reason. You're not going to explain why they got banned. Yep. You're not going to give them anything for it. It's just like, yeah, you know, you got banned, but we're just going to ignore it because we know you guys are going to play our games anyways. So fuck you.
Exactly.
And it's just like, it boggles the mind how these companies still continue to get money from us, even though we know that they're doing bullshit like that. I'm like, are we stupid? Like, is the human race just stupid?
You mean like, I was just about to say, you mean collectively? Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
As Kyle said, he said one, like when he said the carpet, he's like one out of every 4 people are, as he said, I'm not going to use that word, but you know what he said. He's like, one out of 4 people are mentally unstable. We'll use that. He's like, we're 4.
Slow.
He's like, we're 4.
Slow in the mind.
He's like, we're slow. I mean, he's like, we're 4. You're slow. That's 1 out of 4.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
I gotta go back and watch that show, man. So many great episodes. Yeah. But so just be aware that if you work for these companies, if you play their games, they will sell your information. Like, imagine how screwed up that is. You go to work for a company and you're supposed to be able to trust them, and then you see your information, your address, and all of this stuff popping up on, you know, on stuff that it shouldn't be on. And you find out that
the way she goes.
That's dirty. I mean, what if somebody?
It is.
Well, like, what if something? You know, these people's IDs, their identities are going to be stolen. Like, people can do stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, completely stolen.
You know, and it's like, I'd have been like, yo, if it was me, I'd have got a whole group of people together and we would have sued the shit out of that company, man.
Yep.
You know, but hopefully they fix it anyways. Moving on here. Steam.
Yeah. Just continue this for a second. I'm just going to be right back. Go ahead. Sorry.
Gotcha. Now, Steam, this is not anything really bad that Steam did, but they finally put out acknowledging the fact that when you buy your games, quote unquote, that you don't really own the license. So they're being honest with their customers. It says Steam's new disclaimer reminds everyone that you don't actually own your games. So the fact that they had to put out a statement explaining that to people, when, I mean, come on, you should already know that. Anytime that they see fit, they can ban you from your account and you no longer have access to those games that you buy on Steam. So they're just making you aware, which I think is an admirable thing to do, I guess you can say, even though I already knew that. You know, it is what it is. But they do have, you know, thank God they have, you know, things like CD keys and GOG. When you buy that stuff, because they swoop in, it says here GOG moves in for the kill shot. Its offline installers cannot be taken away from you. So if you buy a game from GOG, it's yours. It is yours. Like they can't, you know, Steam can't take it from you. So I think that that's pretty cool, and that's why I buy games on those things. CD keys is my go-to, mainly because everything is dirt cheap on there. Like seriously, like, you know, I can't tell y'all how many of these games that I spent no more than $15 on. Like I told y'all about the Tomb Raider series that I have, the 5 Tomb Raider games, Tomb Raider 2013, Shadow of Tomb Raider, Rise of Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider Legends, and Anniversary, all under $15 for those 5 games. Resident Evil 2, yeah. Resident Evil 2, I spent $7. Resident Evil the remake, I only spent $25 on that.
Yep. Yeah, just buy keys. Like the amount I've saved by buying keys is crazy.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
And it's like, yo, I always go to that. But at least, you know, you got those other companies that are like, okay, when you buy the keys from us, it's yours. You own it. We always have access to it. You know, it's still a shitty thing to do, but what can you do, you know? So yeah, at least Steam admitted that, and that's after that's after California passed that law. Remember when we talked about that? Yep.
And I was saying that, right? I was saying that I was interested in seeing how it was going to, you know, because once it gets like somewhere, and apparently, you know, I think Igor said it last time that California seems to be the testing ground for all new laws.
Yeah.
But, you know, and so they had to be compliant in that, right?
That's what it seems like, because it's like they put it out in the stores there that they have to tell people, you know, the truth. Stop bullshitting people. You know, you don't really own these games, man. Yeah, anyways, though. Yep. Now, we talked about that. Now let's talk about Sony for a second.
Sony.
Yes. If you guys already know that, you know, they start removing games, like older games, from the PlayStation Plus. They are removing 18 major games, as they say, in November, coming up in November, and it includes heavy hitters like Red Dead Redemption 2. They're removing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Like, they don't have the whole list of games here, but they also have the Star Ocean games, all of the Star Ocean games.
Oh, man, I love those games.
Now, I find that hard to believe that they're going to remove all of them. But, oh, yeah, they have the list here. So I'm going to read the list off to you. It's not that many. Red Dead Redemption 2, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. This is the definitive edition. They're removing Teardown. They're removing Chorus, Dragon's Dogma, which is a damn good game. Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, that's the first one. They are removing Overcooked, Blasphemous. They're removing Move Out, Kingdom Hearts HD, 1.5 and 2.5 remix. They're removing Kingdom Hearts 2.8, the final chapters. They're removing Kingdom Hearts 3, which is the original one. They're removing Melody of Memory, which is also Kingdom Hearts. They're removing Mobile Suit Gundam. Damn, I want to play that. Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme. And they're removing the Sims 4 City Living.
Woo! Lots of licenses expired, huh?
So those are some really heavy hitters. Like, most of the time when you see these lists, it's like games you never heard of before.
Yeah, that they just didn't want to renew, right? But like some of these, you'd think they'd want to renew them.
Yeah, I mean, especially that blows my mind. Unless they're planning on bringing in a remastered or something in its place. Red Dead Redemption 2, that's one of the most popular games ever
Red
made.
Dead Redemption is kind of wild. But but does that change your access to online? Can you get online on that trial? Or on that?
I don't know, because honestly, I don't have a PlayStation. Never had a PlayStation since PS3. So
it might be a different account though. I don't know, but yeah, wow, I'm surprised they let that lapse. Like some of them I'm like, okay, I can see why you wouldn't renew that, but like Red Dead? Yeah, I guess everyone who's bought it has it by now, I guess.
It says that all of these games will be removed on the 19th of next month, which is my mother's birthday. Can't wait to see her.
Hell yeah, it was Odie's birthday yesterday.
Was it really?
Yes, and also emulated Nostalgia's birthday.
Was it? Yo, happy birthday, emulated Nostalgia, belated birthday. Happy birthday to the Bunny King over there.
Yeah, lots of birthdays.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Like that throws me off that so many games. Wow. I know PlayStation fans.
It's problem with games as a service.
Yeah, they can take.
That's the problem with games as a service.
They can take away any games anytime they see fit.
Yep. You don't own them.
You don't have access to it no more. So just look forward to that. If you only got until the 19th to pick up these games, folks. And the good thing about it is, like, there were games that I had on the Xbox that they would get rid of, but because I bought it, I could still download it because I have access to it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like same on Steam and stuff. If games get delisted, you still own them. That's actually one thing nice about Steam is if a game gets delisted from the store and you own it, you get to keep it.
But at least if they do that, you're good. But if you don't have those games, this is your last chance to get them, folks.
Yep.
And while
good luck.
While we're on the subject of Sony, Until Dawn's PS5 debut is 28% weaker than Sony's Concord disaster. Wow.
Yeah.
It says Until Dawn PlayStation 5 player count is staggeringly low and at one of the worst debuts in quite some time, even worse than Concord. It says that Until Dawn's debut is 28.6 smaller than Concord's. The PlayStation Studio horror game saw 98.5% fewer players than The Last of Us 2 remaster. Holy crap.
Yep. Well, frig, like there's a couple factors here. First of all, who wants a remaster of it? It's not that old. And the other thing is it was released the same time as the Silent Hill 2 remake.
Yeah.
So what were they expecting?
They honestly, they were doomed from the start. Nothing was gonna beat, Silent Hill 2. Yeah. Like once they announced that shit, that took the #1 spot. And I'm just like, you're right.
Exactly.
Because I said it before, who asked for this? Like, who asked?
Yeah, I know. Who asked for this?
Like, nobody asked for that stuff. Like, asked for a remake. I mean, it's nice to get, but it's like, y'all think to yourselves. Y'all think to yourselves, when you think of games that you want to be remastered, did Until Dawn ever pop in your head at any point?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Nobody.
Not only that, like, if the game, like, to me, if the game is less than 10 years old, or if the game is older than 10 years old but less than 15 years old, I think it should get a remaster. But if a game is older than 15 years old, it can get a remake. That's kind of my reason. Or no, 20 years old needs a remake. 20 needs a remake. I just thought about that. I was like, 15 years ago. That's nearly saying Grand Theft Auto needs a remake. Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's the truth. Like, if you are going to remake something, Sony, you have Uncharted. You have the Uncharted series. Give us a remaster of the first and second Uncharted. Do that. I guarantee people would jump on that.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's like, it's no surprise there, because I mean, that's a niche game. Like, those types of games, like, you have people that like that in their own corner of the internet. But not a lot of gamers like to play like interactive movie games. Like, for me, for instance, I think they're boring. Like, that's just me. But you have a lot of people who really enjoy that stuff.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's like, you know, it's just, it sucks. So they lost out on a lot of money like that. Of course, it underperformed because, like you said, it came out alongside a game that people have been clamoring for years. They've been wanting a remake of Silent Hill 2 for years. Like, what the hell did they think was going to happen?
I know. Like, it's such a flop. Like, that's a crazy flop, too. And I love that Concord is now a measurement for flopping. I love how quickly Concord became the measurement for how bad something flops.
Yeah, like they're freaking, they're kicking that game while it's down.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
Oh man.
But that's bad, man. I mean, that's bad.
It is bad.
It is what it is, folks. That's what happens when you put out stuff that nobody asked for. It's a nice surprise. But it's like, okay, whatever. You know?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
You know, let's move on here. Now we're moving on to dummy territory.
Oh, yeah, this one's fun.
It says guy crashes $200,000 sports car while streaming and gets banned for life.
Yeah, I watched it.
God, people are stupid.
I watched this. I watched I watched this. All right, I watched Jack crash his it was a McLaren, I think, right?
Yes, it says popular YouTuber and kick streamer, which I've never heard of before. Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty made news over the weekend after he crashed his pricey sports car into a guardrail. The crash happened during a live stream on Kick, which he's been permanently banned from the platform. Okay, so let me break down what happened to you guys, because the dude clearly hydroplaned. Here's the thing. The dude was not actually, like, when if you watch it, the dude is clearly, like, it's raining and everything. Like, he clearly hydroplaned. Like, that's very clear. But the problem is he was filmed live and in color on his fucking phone while that happened. That was the thing. He could have had the perfect insurance video, except he was caught, live and in color by, hundreds of thousands of people seeing him on his phone right before he hydroplaned. Like, but the craziest part afterwards is what, like, that part you're like, you're a fucking idiot. What happened after is, like, shows you the part of live streaming, like, the Hollywood side, because his camera dude was, like, bleeding. Like, his face was bleeding or whatever, and the dude didn't even ask him if he was okay or whatever. He just said to his cameraman, like, okay. Like, he's, like, setting up a shot. He's, like, setting up a fake shot of him, like, reacting to it. And he's, like, make sure you're getting the car in. Are you getting this all in? And like, it's crazy. The Hollywood wannabe side of live streaming is crazy. Wait a minute. Like, I may be tired, but my brain stopped for a second. Did you just say that his cameraman was all bloody? And the guy didn't even care enough to ask him if he was all right. Fuck you, dude. No. Fuck you. No, he was worried about getting Jack. Like, he even said it's actually crazy. You can even see him, like, setting it up to be like, okay, now get this making it into content. Like, I just, like,
That's the thing. That's the thing that I find. Well, okay, Kick is just money laundering streaming site.
Why the hell isn't this guy in jail? Fuck me and banned permanently. Throw his ass in jail. He could have killed that guy.
He's probably in shit.
Like all he cared about was getting shots and stuff. It remind me of them people on TikTok that be crying on TikTok. You know that shit is fake. With all that bullshit piano music playing in the background and stuff. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, when I'm in the depths of my misery, I set up a camera and my ring light, and I'm, just like everyone, just like the common man, right? We all set up our cameras and, make sure we get our best angles and film ourselves crying, right?
It's
yeah, like
I know
the Hollywood wannabe part of live streaming is hilarious.
I know I joke.
It's so funny.
I know I joke around a lot, but this shit legit pisses me off, man, because idiots like this, he could have killed himself. He could have killed his cameraman, an innocent man that had nothing to do with his stupidity. It reminds me of them damn drunk drivers. And that jump always pisses me off how many times you've seen someone jump behind the wheel when they're drunk and innocent people get killed, but they walk away scot-free.
Yep, exactly.
And all this dumb idiot cared about was getting camera shots. The guy could have been concussed for all you know.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, the guy could have a hella concussion. You wouldn't even know. I would have been like, and he had a head injury. So, I would have more so been looking at that guy like, don't you dare fall asleep right now. Like, that would have been my first thought is like, oh my Lord, like, you hit your head. Like, I'm keeping you awake or you're going to die. Like,
I would have called the hospital, make sure that that this guy is taken care of, because what the hell is wrong with you, bro? Like, you mean to tell me
that content?
And it's dumb enough as it is, because look, I live in Florida. We have I-4 and we have 4.
Yeah.
There are car crashes every damn day. And I guarantee it's because from stupid shit of looking at their phone when they're not supposed to be looking at the phone.
Yeah.
And this type of stuff burns me, man, because you end up killing somebody and killing yourself over some stupid bullshit video. Fuck streaming. If I'm driving, I'm driving, man.
The amount that I see of streamers doing IRL streams while they're driving and they get into crashes is like insane. It's actually insane how much it happens, which is awful.
It's ridiculous to me, man. And like I said, I hope he serves time for that, man. I hope that this guy...
Yeah, he's gonna.
And you know what's funny?
Or at least his insurance. Woo! He won't... And I'm pretty sure it was a McLaren, so, like...
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
It was a McLaren, I thought. So, oh, buddy. Your premiums, you're never gonna be able to drive.
And if, I don't know, like, I don't know who watches this, but if the cameraman ever sees this, you need to sue that bastard. Because
I'm sure he did.
Because he could have killed you. He could have taken you away from your family over some bullshit content. And people like that don't need to be online doing shit.
Yep, and they have proof of it.
Yeah, ban all his shit. He don't need to be on nothing, man. Anyway, now that I ranted about that.
Yeah.
Now, we get to Nintendo.
Yeah, now that I've ranted about that one.
Yeah, we get to Nintendo. So, right from one rant to another. Remember a couple of months ago when we were talking about, Nintendo talking about new hardware, that they are, that they're checking out.
Oh, this.
It turns out that Nintendo's coming out with a new clock that tracks your movements in bed. And you know what? I went back and I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I'm like, this is pretty cool, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is cool, man. I kind of like it. I think it's awesome. I got up and, I called my friends and stuff and we were talking about how cool it is and stuff. And the fact that you can play Mario and Zelda songs and stuff. And then I woke up from that. Then I woke up from that nightmare.
Okay.
And I was like, this is it, huh? This is it, Nintendo. This is what you give us.
This is what we're doing now? Like, is this what we're doing now? Clocks? Great.
They know damn well that Nintendo fans don't want no bullshit like that. And then they got the nerve to sell the clock for $99.
And oh my god, but it, frig man, like the clock itself is like, okay, when I was a child, we had these Pokemon clocks, all right? Charmander one. When the alarm went off, it would be like a Charmander would be like, Charmander, Char, you know, like it would make the, and that would wake us up, right? And then I'd play like the Pokemon theme or whatever, okay? We were kids. If you look at the promo videos for this, it's for Nintendo adults. But even still, like, I'm sorry, you could be the most hardcore Nintendo fan as an adult, but I don't think you would want, like, the thing is the alarm goes off, right? But every time you move around, it plays, like, you know, like with Mario, it does what? The coin collect sound, yeah. I think? Every time you move around.
Yes. Okay. It says it plays, it plays, you know, sounds from like Super Mario Odyssey, Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Splatoon 3. And it says it tracks, it has sensors that tracks the user's movements and it feeds data. There's that thing there. Yeah. It feeds data into the internal system that keeps track of the user's sleep patterns. So yeah. This is what they're giving us instead of announcing a Switch 2 or something like that. A damn alarm clock that costs $99. If you buy this shit,
and I just
even the most hardcore Nintendo fan, I mean, if you buy this shit, I hope all your money gets taken away and you have no more access to bank accounts because you just played yourself. This is a waste.
Yeah, like like I can only see it if you're a collector of Nintendo product, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I honestly, like, if you were a collector of Nintendo products, I could see this because, you know, in 5 years, people are going to be like, this was the stupidest idea ever. There's probably not going to be a lot sold, you know, so it could become rare. But other than that, like, and I like. I love how in the thing in the video, the promo video, they're like it would have been so much better if they did it for kids, you know. Like
I hate to tell you, but it's already sold out. It's already sold out.
I see. Oh, I see. I was humbled in this moment. You win this time, Nintendo.
I don't understand people. Man. I don't understand it. My head hurts, man.
Me neither. Mine does too, dude.
Oh my God. What is wrong with you people? Like, why are you buying this shit?
Sold out.
Holy shit, dude. I need some aspirin,
Oh, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The fact that Nintendo thought that this was a good idea. What's next? A freaking Nintendo toothbrush? An automatic toothbrush that plays Super Mario Brothers while you're brushing your teeth?
Oh, I'm sure that already exists. How about don't manifest anything else into this universe, Ken.
How about a Nintendo?
We can't handle it anymore.
How about a Nintendo sponge when you're washing your dishes and it plays the Zelda theme? How about that, Nintendo? How about a trash can?
That'd actually be kind of cool.
How about a trash can? Every time you open the lid, it plays the coin sound from Super Mario Brothers. Why not do more stupid bullshit instead of giving people?
Right.
Give us a new Switch. Give us a new Switch. Give us a new Switch.
But make sure it can run 1080p 60.
Yeah. At least make it up to par with a PS4. At least do that.
At least, please.
Oh no, damn!
We can't be running on PSP. Like we can't be
Like I said, the fact that that's here, so I can't even imagine how much it cost in your country.
Oh, I don't even want to.
It's $99.
Not worth it.
$99. Like, hell no. I would never spend no money like that. Hell no.
So that means it's like $6,000 in Canada.
$6,000. Oh my God, that would suck. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
I don't want that.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, we made it to the end of the notes, folks. We made it to the end of our notes.
We did.
Do any of you guys have any questions? Anything you want us to answer? Type them in chat right now.
Yeah. Please do.
You know?
Please do. Yeah, I don't know what Nintendo's going on.
Yeah, that's something that I think would be pretty cool. Like, if you guys have questions, you can type them in. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Silent Minx
Haley's
here.
asking, anyone streaming after podcast? Are you streaming, Ken?
Yeah, you know what? I think I'll do like a small stream after I hop off here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
Oh yeah. I
don't know what I'm gonna play yet, but I think it might be Ghostbusters. It might be some DBD. Why not? Haven't played.
Oh hell yeah.
Dead by Daylight in a while. But yeah.
Toss everyone over. I might later on. We'll see.
You know, you just itching to get on that Silent Hill 2.
I know. Okay. Yes, Ken. Yes.
Like, Kelsey be waking up in the middle of the night. I need my Silent Hill 2.
Yep. No, it's true. It's true. It's true. You know, I just keep a little picture of the game beside my bed just to get me through the night, you know? Just in case I wake up, I need a little something to get me through. Little picture.
That would be some funny stuff, yeah. Holy crap.
Oh, it would.
Yeah, but yes. Anybody else? You guys got anything else any questions y'all want to throw out?
No. Anyone? We should probably do a fielding of them through the weeks.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like this stream was a little bit more condensed because there really isn't much going on besides this stuff right now.
Yeah. Which means that in 2 weeks, shit is going to hit the fan.
Yeah, because we're
Which means it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, because we're entering the holiday season, so I know there's going to be a whole bunch of crap going on at that time.
Yep. And we're also hitting Q4, so all the numbers are coming soon, you know? Like, in the new year, we're going to have...
I definitely will be keeping an eye out for that one. Trust me when I tell you. But yes, thank you to everyone that showed up for episode 15. I had a lot of fun. This is my...
Thank you, guys.
This is my therapy at the end of the week, so to speak. I really enjoy these shows. I'm going to be jumping on. I don't know what the hell I'm going to play, but I will put on something. I will have this pushed out to the feed within the next hour. All right. I will talk to y'all later.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys.